spread out through the 2 foot and then work the stamp on color catch. I think there's only like 3 or 4 pellets, so you're all ready.
So right now we're in Big Brush Creek Cave, and we are going to the clay room to camp for 2 nights while we explore this cave. This is our last hurdle we have to get through. We have a few pools right here. Peter's over there. We're gonna make kind of a line to pass gear through. Scott's over here. We just came up this side passage over there to get here, and it should be a fun 2 nights. So we have made it to the clay room here in Big Brush, and we have set up camp. You can see Mitch's stuff way down there, Scott and Peter. We are getting ready to leave our campsite here in the clay room. So when we came in here, we came through a hole over here to get into clay room, which is probably the pretty easy way to go. But we want to go see the shower room on our way out of here to the main part of the cave. And so we're gonna go this way.
So yeah.
So between clay room and the shower room is like a 50-foot crawl, belly crawl. And here is shower room. Well, we made it back to the entrance.
All right,
We just
time to go home.
Time to go home. We just slept back in this side cave over here, but we're going this way today. So we just came out of the cave to send text for our call out time, and now we are about to go start our adventure. It's about 10:20 and our call out tonight is 2 a.m. Hoping to be underground for a while. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So we just came through a log jam right here, and this spits you out into the actual Big Brush Creek system. And it just turns into a maze back here. It's pretty crazy how many directions it goes. Luckily, Mitch has been in here like 10 or more times and knows his way through this whole cave really well. So we just took a break for a second because we're at the Lake Nasty junction here. Lake Nasty's down this passage. We just came from this way, and they're checking it out. Apparently it's really low right now and it's passable, which is awesome because it wasn't a few years ago, even last year. And our goal though is this way. We're going to Whirlpool Passage. Just don't look down. Why am I going this way? What am I doing?
Alright, reach for this loop.
That's it. Definitely should be facing the rock right now.
That's what I usually do, but everyone else is doing it your way.
Really?
Yeah. I never make it look easy. Take a look at it and tell me what you think.
Okay. Sounds good. Dude, that almost looks like an animal sitting in there, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That rock. We just made it to lunchroom. Took us about an hour to get here. Just came down this hand line right here. And we gotta go over this way to get to our destination, Whirlpool Passage. We go push the new lead. We're making a climb right now towards the end of Whirlpool Passage. And this climb goes up into a little tube that then the map shows dead ending. But there's a hole in the ceiling that we pushed a little while ago. It's on one of our other videos. And it just keeps going. So on the map, this is the end of Whirlpool Passage, and we have to climb up this hole in the ceiling to get into the new passage that we found a couple years ago. And it gets pretty tight up here. There's wailing going through. So we're currently in the new passage right now. There's actually a couple offshoots back at the beginning that are unexplored. But this was the big passage that we explored a little ways last year and never found the end. And hopefully today we will. So our sump's around this corner. And turns out the water level is the same as when we scooped it last year. So we're just trying to take out a little bit more water. So this is the sump right down here. Mitch is pushing it right now. That is so cold.
Thanks for the advice.
So you can see the water line when we first came here, it was up to here. Smells real good. So we are in the new passage now.
Want a fun name for this section of the cave?
What?
Yeah, call it the basketball slide.
Basketball slide because of all the boulders that come with you?
Yeah.
Is this the fork?
Yep.
Okay. So this is literally where I turned around last time. So everything beyond this point is virgin cave passage now. So we just explored a side passage, on this new Virgin Cave passage. And Waylon went and pushed the passage, and it was a low, small crawl with big boulders. And so we're gonna go this way, which looks like the main cave. Wow, that's neat. So this is weird. We just found this trash in this passage, which we're assuming washed in from up here. We're kind of hoping that this new passage actually connects to where we're camping. Wow. So many of these cool pools in here. So we've been going hundreds of feet in this new Virgin Cave passage, and we just hit our second split. We have a passage going that way, and then this passage, which this has got to be the main passage. We were starting to get pretty cold. We're all wet. We've been going for a while, and there's just no end to this thing. But we just checked the compass, and we are trending in the direction of our campsite at the cave entrance. Okay, we just came across this super deep hole, and we're gonna see if we can see the bottom. That disappeared.
I cannot see,
Wow, that's incredible. That is amazing. It is just going and going and going, but it's getting interesting because we're getting a lot more mud now, and we're actually seeing droppings on the ground. So we are at the back of this Virgin Cave passage. I put a piece of flagging tape here because Scott just went down this tunnel and it got too tight. But we're seeing poop, he's seeing a bug, we're seeing things that we weren't seeing before, and we're seeing all this mud, which is consistent with the other side of this passage where our campsite would be. And there are passages over there that are too tight trending this direction. So we think we are really close to the connection, but it just got too tight. So we might look at the other side and see if we can break through and find this piece of flagging tape. We are really close back to the original swim we did to get into this new cave passage. Here we are back at the original sump that we swam through. It feels good to be here again.
My shirt is riding up. My belly button's touching the game.
We are finally back in Whirlpool Passage. And we're gonna just make our way all the way out of the cave because we're really muddy and cold, and figure out what we're gonna do next.
I believe the word is separate.
We just made it back to lunchroom. That was the passage we came out of from Whirlpool. And we are continuing going out of the cave so we can eat lunch and dry off and try to get warm. Oh my gosh.
It got me up.
So we're currently in Earl's bypass right now. We're just passing Lake Nasty right now. We are getting really close to the log jam. We finally made it back in the entrance. It's only been 5.5 hours, 6 hours in the cave. Shorter trip. So we planned to be in this cave for 10 to 12 hours, but we cut it short because we are wet, covered in mud. The virgin passage we explored was a lot rougher than we anticipated. So we made it back to camp and we're just packing up. We are not staying a second night because we got too muddy and wet. And here, we've cleaned up camp and we are making our way out of the cave now. We probably pushed over 1,000 feet of new virgin passage. So it's been a successful trip. And we're gonna try going out a different way than we came into this room.